Hey YouTube, this is Thomas McCoy here with my first live commentary. My opponent Gamble versus me, 102nd Thomas McCoy, on the map Namazawa. Now, don't give me too much on that pronunciation. I do have a bit of an issue with that. I hope you guys enjoy these commentaries. It's going to be a mix of Shogun 2 and Fall of the Samurai. But if you guys ever have any ideas or comments, please feel free to post in the comments on my YouTube channel. And make sure that you tell your friends and family. Once this gets started here, we can get a move on. I do these commentaries to, not only if you like to view videos, but also if, some people get a lot of advantage out of watching videos. It prepares them for battles they may have not seen yet, formations or tactics that a certain player may use against you. And this may benefit you in the long run, because if you do view these videos and an opponent starts to do a tactic, you can be like, hey, I've seen that. I know what to do to counter this opponent, or what I need to do to get the best position and win the game. Alright, more. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these armies real quick. Looks like I have one. That's one red bear. My Bruce Lee white tiger. My white bears. My awesome French Danish, also known as the French Marine. I have 2 Yari Kashis, I assume, yep, and 1 Shogatai, along with my Gen. I believe that's all I have. I don't see any more. Here's some of my opponents. Gav looks like he has 2 Yari Ki in his Shogunate Guard Cavalry, and then another Yari Ki over there, so that's 4 Yari Ki. And then it looks like over here is a mixture of red bears, mostly red bears. I saw 1 white bear in there. I see a General's Bodyguard, and a few more units might pop out here, but let's get this going here. So, looks like he's trying to bring his cav around. If I'm not mistaken, yep, see, I knew I had cav, yeah. I love Imperial Guard cav. They're very strong carbine cav. They're not too bad in melee. If you can get an Imperial Guard cav with a good Shogunate Guard cav, you can handle large amounts of cav very well. Shogunate Guard cav are anti-cavalry, and not to count, they are very strong. It looks like this is a match with key buildings. This is a ranked matchmaker match. Looks like we have 3: Workshop, Sword Dojo, and the Farmhouse. It is definitely beneficial to get the key buildings. And not to count, if your opponent holds all 3, a 10-minute timer will start. And when that timer goes down, you lose, no matter what. So it's definitely always good to at least get 1, preferably 2 or 3, but you can't always do that. So I don't know why I am not able to zoom out here. It is not working for me here. I guess that's as high as it's going. Alright, so here comes his cav from behind. Looks like I was kind of preparing for this. I have my cav back here. He's got more cav coming from this side. So I'm actually we're just having a stare-off right now. I'm going to scoot up my Cheese Danish or my French Marine. I like to bring them as a skirmisher. And they just have more units, and they're way more strong. They can stand up to line troops if you have them to, but they also have that 150 range, just like a sharpshooter or a Tosa rifleman. So, looks like a little bit of a standoff here right now. Ooh, what's he doing? Oh, he's standing there. Alright, looks like I'm trying to get position. Let's go ahead and fast forward this a bit. La la la. Alright, more cav moving around, more cav. No shots fired yet. Looks like I'm being pretty reserved in this. It just really depends on the match. Some matches I'll be very aggressive and get my butt kicked. Other matches I'll be aggressive and do very well. And then some matches, you just have a stalemate or a standoff. Oh, here comes the cav charge, and I don't think maybe I didn't see this. Like I said, I'm not the most amazing player. Oh, okay, he's full on cav charging. Great idea. Charge into those Yari Kashis. That's going to really benefit you. He does have a lot of cav, though, so it looks like I'm turning around some white bears here. His cav, he's just trying to go down my line, cause a lot of disorganization. Disorganization can be a very, very large enemy of any player, and as he's causing all this disorganization, he's actually moving up his line troops and starting to get free shots of my line troops, because I do have my strongest unit, French Marine, turned around. But it looks like I'm actually doing well. This cav actually died very quickly. This probably wasn't the best idea on my opponent. You know, when I went into this battle, I thought for sure he'd probably beat me. He was, I believe, like a 10 blue star, and at this time I was probably, if I'm not mistaken, I think only like a 6 or 7 bronze. So, you know, he did have better troops than me, but that doesn't matter. If you can outflank and out-tactic your opponent, you can beat any opponent. It doesn't matter. So it looks like I'm sending in these Yari Kashi because I know there's no more cav, so if you can get a melee unit in there to clog up a line troop and get them in combat, it will stop them from firing. And I still have a lot of troops left. You know, that cav didn't do as much as it thought it would. Now, for some reason, I always like to bring a Shogutai. Shogutai are very strong melee capable units. They can even stand up against Shogun 2 units. They may not be as good as all the Shogun 2 units, but they can stand their own. Now, it looks like I kind of got a free charge in there. I didn't really lose too many casualties on that run in, and these Shogutai will go through. And it looks like I'm going to go ahead and move to the flank there, you know, maybe trying to collapse in on him and work the flanks. If you can work the flank of your opponent, most likely you'll win if you can collapse a flank. Now, if it's a good opponent, as he knows that flank is collapsing, he will fold in and retreat. Some opponents may just send reinforcements from their center, weakening their center, and in turn, you'll probably eventually break through their center. So it's just kind of, you kind of know who's going to win a battle pretty soon into it. There's not too much late game comebacks. There is, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, most average players can tell when they're going to win about halfway through the battle. They know if they're going to win or lose. But every now and again, you'll have those surprises, those comebacks. But I'd say I'd have this match in the bag. I'm getting shots as Gen here. The Shogutai routed, but they did their job and some more. And I mean, I still have pretty much a whole Yari Kashi and plenty of line troops left, and he's actually running out. So let's go ahead and fast forward this here. We can see them firing. Oh, I do have the blood pack on. I love the blood pack. If nobody has the blood pack, I really suggest getting it. It's pretty fun. It only costs like $1.99 off the DLCs, so it's nothing too much. Here, let's zoom in and see if we can get some blood in here. Oh, run, little red bears, run! Yeah, you can get some of my white tiger for us. And we got my Bruce Lees, my polar bears. So, I mean, my opponent, he just thought he could overpower me with his cav. But that is why I keep those Yari Kashis in the back there to help with, you know, any cav. It's a great cav deterrent. And not to count, when they do attack with your cav, you have anti-cavalry units. So basically, we can see what's going on here. He's pretty much down to nothing. I'm just scooting in on the rest of his units, mopping up. He's still got his gen. That's why the rest of his troops haven't died yet. But I think I just killed. Yep, that last volley there did just kill his gen. And as you can see, his units pretty much just rout instantly. They were pretty wore down. The only reason they were staying, like I said, was because of that general. Alright, YouTube, that was my first commentary. Please let me know what you think. I'd like to think I did well, so let me know what you think, or if you guys have any suggestions. Thanks.